Second habit before we go to abundance is the habit of oneness paradigm. In other words, right now, our mindset is I am a separate entity. My name is Ratanjit, and I have all kinds of specification about me to justify my being different. I'm an Asian, I'm a male, I'm this religion, I'm tall, I'm short, and I'm segregating myself. But at no time you are not an integral part of this bigger one. See, it's like this, my body. Each part of my body is designed differently. My hand has nothing in common with my eyes. It has a different function. And it has, even if something happens, I have to go to a specialist who only does take care of hand. And my eyes, my nose, my arms, my whole body, all my limbs are separate entity. But collectively they make me. And they are all integrated. Their whole purpose of their very being is to serve this bigger body. So if we comprehend that immense wisdom of oneness, then our life completely changes. Habit of thinking as one rather than having you as a separate entity, your children a separate entity, your society separate entity. We are basically one. And that thought process empowers you. Because now, if I have an injury here, even if, supposing if I'm hammering a nail, holding the nail with my left hand, and hammered, and somebody screamed and I missed the hammer and crushed my thumb, my left hand does not sue my right hand. And actually, right away it goes and grabs it because it is part of the same body, same thing. Whereas we are in the paradigm of blaming everyone. You did this, and you did this, and you did not do this. And so as a result, we are segregating. Whereas oneness paradigm basically does not blame but solves the problem. When this hand is hurt, it comes and helps it. And we are not going back to see why it happened and it has to be sued, because right now if something bad happens, the whole society is running to find who to blame. And when we find somebody who to blame, somehow we feel happy. What have we done? We haven't done anything. It's not about blaming. It's about unification. If a child, how do we take a nice kid and convert him systematically into a criminal? How do we do that? Because when something wrong with the child, we blame him, punish him. And we feel the punishing is going to correct it. We do not have time to listen and understand why that child is doing what that child is doing. If we sit down and take time to understand, and rather than punishing, rushing to punish, we are integrating. You are part of me, my son. We are all one. This is one family. What is hurting you is hurting me. That habit is so empowering, because if you are running a management, if you are running an organization, the moment that organization becomes one, it is the most efficient one. The moment that organization is different, everybody has their own agenda, you can't function. So this oneness paradigm, wherever it is practiced, whether it is practiced in a family, if the whole family becomes unified one, if two people are in love, when they fall in love, if the best way is that instead of two, they become one. In other words, if I only look at my spouse and I disappear, and for my spouse, only thing which exists is me and she disappears. So at a given moment, we are only one. That place would be heaven. Because I am constantly concerned about her. And she's constantly concerned about me. Right now, I'm concerned about me. And she's concerned about her. And we are taking a weighing scale and putting on this, okay, you have done this and I've done this. My pen is heavier than yours. This is what we do. But this habit of oneness is the most empowering habit which you can generate. When you go walk out from here, you do not look at others as separate entity. You look as part of you. It'll take some time. But then kindness happens. Compassion happens. Otherwise, people keep on telling you, you should be compassionate, you should be kind. But we practice conditionally. And with this oneness paradigm, all these things happen as a consequence of that oneness habit.